Are you pleased that the now dead Ayatollah Khomeini, the older Khomeini, is no longer ruling Iran?
It's a good question. I don't take pleasure in killing anyone. I don't think you should.
You should. You absolutely should take pleasure in killing certain people. What about child rapists? What about people that are mass murderers? You absolutely should take pleasure in killing certain people. This is the type of, like, Marvel Comics level morality that destroys societies. You absolutely should. Like, this isn't even a question. Like, duh.
Legally killed the leader, a foreign leader of a nation.
What is this?
It's a good question. I don't take pleasure in killing anyone. I don't think you should have illegally killed.
Illegally kill him? Well, what if it was illegal? Like, why does it even matter if it's legal?
The leader, a foreign leader of a nation.
Why? Why? What is the reason why?
So, by the way, a spiritual leader to millions of Shia Muslims around the world.
Good. Your religion's dead.
He wasn't my spiritual leader, but he's a spiritual leader to many people I know. And that's a reality. I know people watching at home, non-Muslims, may kind of scratch their heads and say, but, you know, he's a tyrant in a foreign country. But that is the reality. He wasn't just a political ruler. He was a spiritual ruler. And to kill him, to assassinate him on day one of the war, will have insane consequences, Piers. I hope I'm not back on this show in a year, 2 years, 3 years saying to you, Piers, do you remember when I told you that killing Khomeini will have a backlash? There will be terrorism. There will be revenge attacks.
I don't see how this is an excuse to not kill Khomeini. If anything, this is an excuse to go even harder on them. If what he's saying is that they have a leader and this leader encourages and promotes and funds terrorism all across the entire world, but if you attack him, then they're going to completely terrorize you. My response to that would be, then we should get rid of every single one of the people that does that exists. Any single person who is part of any organization that thinks that they are aligned with a leader that is a mass murderer should be exterminated. It's not even a question. These are literal killers. These are like the people that were guarding Auschwitz in the Holocaust. They literally are the same people. Well, not literally, but basically are the same people. It's nuts. Like, how do we not come to that conclusion immediately?
I hope that doesn't happen, but it could happen. It might likely happen. U.S. intelligence is suggesting it might happen. The blowback from killing a foreign head of state, from killing an Ayatollah, a religious leader, in this way, in this blasé way. By the way, Piers, they also killed the people he wanted to succeed Khamenei. They're so incompetent. Trump now admits that in the next door building, they accidentally also killed the people they wanted to be their Delcy Rodriguez in Iran. So no,
I don't think I didn't hear them saying that.
I'm never going to support assassinating foreign leaders, killing foreign leaders. So, you know, Colonel Gaddafi was raped and murdered on the side of a street in Libya. Is Libya better off without him? Well, A, not sure about that. B,
I don't think we should have killed Gaddafi either. I thought Gaddafi was great.
Obviously, I don't shed any tears for Gaddafi, but that is not what you do. I'm never going to support the killing of anybody outside of a trial.
Well, what about Hitler, right? I mean, would you support killing Hitler? This is the problem, is like, again, this is like Marvel movie ideology, Marvel movie morality. Obviously, you should support the killing of a person who is a mass murderer. Of course. Hitler's the head of state too? Yeah, exactly. It's just like, this ideology is so retarded.
Outside of due process.
Kill them, just don't rejoice? Why should you not rejoice? It's a relief for millions around the world that they're not under the thumb of a terrorist. Like, this is performative morality. It's performative, short-sighted morality that's meant to have clicks and different, approval on Twitter. No, this person is awful. They've caused the torture, the terrorism, the fear of millions of people. Yeah, you should be happy that it's over. It's a utopian Marvel mindset. It's embarrassing. Spiritual leader? Well, yeah. I mean, if you have a spiritual ideology that involves, and also every Shia Muslim doesn't agree with what the Ayatollah does. It's such a intentional misunderstanding.
And, it's for the Iranian people to decide their future. If the Iranian people want to get rid of Khamenei, it was up to the Iranian people, not up to Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump. Yeah. And by the way, what a great regime change war this is. They replaced Ayatollah Khamenei with Ayatollah Khamenei. That's real high-level success in your regime change war. His son, apparently, is more hardline, we're told, than his father. And why wouldn't he be? They just killed his mum, his dad, I think his wife as well, his sister. It's not a guy who's going to do a deal anytime soon or roll over for Donald Trump. So strategically,
well, eventually just keep doing it until they find somebody that gets a deal, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
It's a disaster. And legally and morally, no, you can't just kill people you don't like. Am I going to...
Yeah, you absolutely can. Like, what are you talking about? What? Of course you can. Why not? Like, this is the mentality. Again, this is the Marvel movie mentality. Why aren't you saying this about the Ayatollah? Why aren't you saying that you can't just kill people that you don't like to the IRGC? Because I wonder guess what? I wonder in the last year, who's killed more Iranians? America or the IRGC? Israel or the IRGC? It's obvious. This guy is running more defense for Muslim terrorism. This is what he does. He's been doing this for years. I don't know why people keep having him on a show. He will always fall off on the side of defending Muslim terrorism. He does it every single time. That's it. Iranian people should march in a literal machine gun fire and die pointlessly and fail to overtake a country that oppresses them. That's because he doesn't want them to do that. He probably supports this privately, but he can't say that publicly. So if you're saying you can't just kill people you disagree with, where was your outrage for the months that the Iranian government was killing its own people? You don't actually believe any of the stuff that you're saying.
But, I don't like Benjamin Netanyahu, Piers. Maybe you've noticed so for the last 2 years. But I don't support anyone assassinating him.
Yeah, but I think that if somebody ever did assassinate Benjamin Netanyahu, this guy would be probably posting something that, just like kind of passively said that it was a good thing. That's probably what he would do. That's what I think he would do.
My actual question, though, was brilliantly deflected. My actual question was, are you pleased that he's no longer ruling Iran?
Yes.
Well, I don't support the Vilayat-e-Faqih, what it's called, the Islamic system of rule in Iran. So I don't support any ayatollahs being in charge of Iran. In Iraq, for example, you have an ayatollah named Sistani, who the Americans have worked with for a long time. He's the spiritual leader of a lot of Iraq Shias and a lot of Shias around the world.
He's trying to draw a distinction as if this is a religious thing. It doesn't matter whether it's a religious thing or not. So being Shia Islam or not, it doesn't have anything to do with killing innocent people. Like, is the guy in Iraq doing the same thing that the Ayatollah in Iran is? Probably not. So to just say that every Ayatollah is the same is just, it's another intentional misunderstanding.
He's never taken executive authority. He's never said, I'm going to be in charge of Iraq.
Yes.
He sits in his house and he gives his religious rulings. I prefer that system of government. So in a sense, are you asking me, do I hope that, do I want ayatollahs to rule Iran? No, I don't. I'm on the record supporting a democratic system. But I don't support killing people. No, I don't.
No, I know. I wasn't asking if you supported killing him. I just was asking if you're pleased he's no longer ruling the country.
It's a loaded question because his son is leading the country. So am I pleased with that? No, I'm not pleased with his son leading the country. It's not a question you can answer in a vacuum, can you, Piers?
Well, no. So if you're not pleased with the son ruling...
See, this is what I was saying before about how you cannot engage in a civil, rational conversation with a person like this that does not value any degree of civil discourse. This person doesn't care about logic, rationality, or any sort of rational thinking. What they care about is pushing their ideology through a Trojan horse of a perceived ideology of rationality. Both of them. Yeah, you never engage with people like this. It's a mistake to even try to engage with them. They're not in good faith at all.
Country.
Well, are you pleased that Saddam Hussein? Are you pleased that Saddam Hussein is not ruling Iraq?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so fucking easy. That's the difference. There it is. Yes. Obviously. Duh. Of course. Obviously.
But you oppose that war like I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The two things are
so you can hold multiple positions at one time.
Yeah. Duh.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Apparently not agreed because you can't say the guy. You're glad he's dead.
No problem saying that you're.
I'm agreeing with you.
You could easily.
Yes.
So you've agreed. You've now said that you're pleased the son. You're not pleased the son is running the country. Is that what you said?
You're breaking down a moment. I will right after this.
No, I'm not.
Ah.
Not at all. I've said that publicly.
But, so does it
Then-
automatically
and he's only
follow
ruling,
you?
and he's only ruling the country. Hold on. He's only ruling the country because we killed the leader before him, his dad.
Yes.
I understand that, but I'm just trying to work.
I think the solution is we should kill him too. That would be my mindset. If like this guy's also really bad, then logically we should go after him too. I mean, I don't see like what is this? Like, why wouldn't we do this?
Out by natural
I'm
process
surprised we
of
haven't.
elimination,
I think
you
that maybe
must
we have.
therefore de facto be pleased that the dead Ayatollah is no longer ruling the country.
Am I pleased he's not ruling the country? It's
Yeah.
a question in vacuum. So does that mean I'm pleased with his son ruling the country?
Yes.
It says weird.
He might not
doctor
survive his
question without-
injuries.
No,
He
no,
lost a
I'm
leg
asking
in a few
about his
I don't want
organs.
to say
I'll
yes
ask
to
you about
that
him.
because
A
that
lot of
implies
misinformation
that I'm
about
okay
that.
with the fallout from it, which I'm not. But I have made my
Yeah.
position clear. I don't.
He's clearly okay with the outcomes because you had no problem ignoring the Iranian people getting killed for weeks, and now you're trying to talk about you're upset about the fallout. I don't think so. If you're so upset about it, then why are you not upset about them killing their own people and turning off the internet?
think any Ayatollah should be running Iran. That's not my political or religious viewpoint.
Yes.
So it sounds
But I
like
don't
a
think
yes.
you should kill them in order to get rid of them. But I don't think you should kill Ayatollahs in order to get rid of them.
Of course you should. Like, I mean, obviously you should. It's not even a question.
I didn't ask you.
ridiculous thing to say.
I didn't
Yes.
ask you about. I didn't ask you if you supported killing him. I just said, are you pleased he's no longer ruling the country? Sounds like you are, but
Yep.
you're just very reluctant to use the word yes.
Yeah, because I have to think through the consequences of what I'm
Jesus.
saying, Piers. It's good for you to ask a great question in a vacuum, but if I say yes to that question, does that mean I'm supporting what Trump and Netanyahu did? No.
I don't think any of that follows. You could just say yes or no.
And I don't take pleasure in killing people without trials. If
Mehdi Hassan will always find ways to obfuscate Islamic terrorism. And I think that you guys can take this to the bank. Every single time that there is an Islamic terrorist, he will come out, downplay it, obfuscate it, make it harder to understand. And the reason why is he's doing it for a religious and ethnic reason. That is the reason. He identifies with them, he sees them as the end group, and he sees everybody else as not the end group. Now, he'll come out publicly and say, I don't like terrorism, sure, but whenever it comes time to condemn these people or to take action against getting rid of groups of these people, he will always cast doubt on those actions because actually he doesn't really mind it that much because he's ideologically aligned with these terrorists. That's it. That's the real reason.
if Ayatollah Khamenei did something wrong, the Iranians should have
that
tried
wasn't the
him.
question.
The Iranians should have tried him.
Wasn't the question.
They should have
Mehdi,
tried
that wasn't
him.
my question. I didn't ask
It
if
was
you were
just-
pleased to get killed.
It was just a question about
I
my
just
feelings.
asked you, are you
They
pleased?
should have tried him. He should have gone to court.
I just asked, are you pleased he's no longer ruling the country? It's a yes or no. You either are or you're not.
Yes.
I'm. No, because I can't. No, it's not. No,
Yes.
Piers, it's not as simple as that. I know you've now latched on.
It actually is very
I have
simple.
to think this through. No, I don't think that. I don't think it's a matter about my feelings.
I've only latched onto
No,
it because you won't
I'm not
answer.
pleased.
I think it's an easy thing to answer.
20
I
minutes
didn't
to
know
find
it
out
was
if
a
he's
therapy
pleased or not.
session
Yep.
to ask me about how I'm feeling. I thought it's about my political viewpoints. My political viewpoint is it was wrong to kill him. It was illegal to kill him. It will have
It was illegal.
disastrous effects for the region. It's mad
Yes.
to take out a head of state and a spiritual leader. And it's even madder when you replace him with his son, who apparently is, quote unquote, worse than him, both for Iran and for US and Israeli interests.
I'll just try
So
one
no, I'm
more
not
time.
pleased
then,
at the
given
situation
all of
we're
that.
in.
Yep. Apparently, massive
not
attacks,
asking
data
about the
center. All right, we're
situation.
going to look at it right after
Simply
this.
asking, are you,
You are.
pleased
You are.
that he's no longer ruling the country?
Man.
No, I'm not pleased about what's going on right now in Iran, which involves killing Khamenei. So I'm not going to answer your question.
He will
out of
never
any
do it.
context, for you to clip this out
Again,
of context.
Yes.
No. Nice try.
I perish the thought that either of us would take anything from our interviews and clip them out of context, Mehdi. You would never do that.
Yes.
Never, never.
Of course not. No, this is it. And again, it's so obvious that these people engage in dishonesty. It is. It is so obvious, and it is insane why it happens. Oh, God. Is it the same guy again?
It's a moral abomination, and yes, it's tactically stupid. They bombed a submarine and just let the sailors drown to death, going against.
Yeah.
Even the Nazis didn't do that during World War II. Apparently, even the Nazis collected people from the water.
Now, that is you playing the Nazi analogy just 6 days after you told people to stop playing the Nazi analogy, isn't it?
Piers, come on. You
Come on. Come on.
could do better than this. That's two different things completely. One is saying that Iran is Nazi Germany in its ambitions, in its political agenda, in its conquest plans, in its military threat.
Which is actually what the Prince of Saudi Arabia said.
None of those things are true. No serious person looks at a country that's been...
Do you think MBS isn't serious? You think he's not... Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think he's pretty serious. Like, what do you mean? That's not even true.
besieged by sanctions, surrounded on all sides, has a military that doesn't come anywhere close to Hitler's military, hasn't actually invaded its neighbors in the same way that Nazi Germany did, has no aspirations to take over the continent or the region despite Lindsey Graham's nonsense.
Well, they don't need to. Their proxy groups do that for them.
Claims. It's not Nazi Germany. I think you and I can both agree on that. Now, the point I was making on MS Now was not that Iran or America, I'm not saying the American military is Nazi Germany either. I was simply pointing out that what Peter Hegseth did by torpedoing that Iranian unarmed vessel in international waters off the coast of Sri Lanka that was taking part in a display, in a ceremonial event in India. We knew it was an unarmed ship, posed no threat, wasn't part of the war effort. We sunk the ship with a torpedo and then left the people to die.
Wait, so we're saying that a military ship wasn't part of the war effort? Like an Iranian military ship? Oh my God, bro.
What do they do with those boats?
As I said, everything this guy does will be to downplay and enable Islamic terrorism. Keep this in mind. Everything that he does, everything that he says will be working towards that goal. You can look at that in the past. You can look at it in the future.
In the Caribbean. We left the people to die, and I was pointing out that goes against the norms of all naval maritime warfare. I'm no expert. This is what I'm told. I'm told that goes against all the norms of maritime war, that even in World War II, there were times when the Nazis shot down boats and saved, pulled in some of the survivors. That doesn't mean I'm saying the American military or the Israeli military is Nazi Germany. I'm
well, then why would you make the comparison?
Some of our tactics are so barbaric that they compare to some of the worst people in history. That is not the same as saying Iran
It's barbaric to attack a military ship and kill everybody on the ship that you're in an active war against? Yeah, I don't think that's the right use of the word.
It's Nazi Germany, and therefore we should invade. Piers, you know this. You're slightly older than I am. You know that every time we've gone to war, we've accused our enemies of being Hitler. We said it about Saddam. We said it about Milosevic. We said it about Gaddafi. That is the lazy go-to move. And I know you hate me comparing Trump's rhetoric to Hitler's rhetoric.
No, I know. But when you say
Iran to
I know,
Nazi
but
Germany,
come on. Mehdi, come on. When you say things like, even the Nazis didn't do that, it's like, no, but the Nazis did murder 12 million people and did kill 12...
By saying even the Nazis didn't do something, you are implying that the country is doing something that's worse than what the Nazis do or did. Like, that's obviously what you're implying. That's the only reason to bring up something else as a frame of reference.
6 million Jews in the Holocaust. So
not 12? No. A lot of other people were killed in the Holocaust. It wasn't just Jews. Hitler was not, he didn't just hate Jews. He hated, gypsies. He hated gay people, hated disabled people. There's plenty of people who got killed in the Holocaust that weren't Jews.
The Nazis weren't that
Every time
great,
I come on this show, you make this point. So let me make this point one more time. So first of all, I'm sure you've compared Russia's and Putin's invasion of Ukraine to horrible, horrible historical episodes. You've said this before. I just want to nail this once and for all, because it's been multiple times. If you compare something to the Nazis, that doesn't mean it's always 12 million dead. Would you agree with me that Nick Griffin is a Nazi, the UK BNP leader? A court said you can call him a Nazi. Would you agree he's a neo-Nazi?
What?
Well, he's a far-right lunatic, yeah.
You would never call him a Nazi because a court said you could call him a neo-Nazi. Are you saying skinheads with swastikas who run around European towns attacking migrants who say Heil Hitler, are they Nazis?
Yeah, of
I
course.
would say they are. They haven't killed 12 million people.
I would categorize them as I'd categorize them as Nazi sympathisers. But my point being, you went in 1 week.
My point being is, you don't have to kill 12 million people.
Using Nazi analogies.
I didn't say that. Now, Piers, this is really bad on your part. That's not what I said. I said that don't call Iran...
I don't know why you bring this guy on there. This guy's obviously going to lie and make up bullshit, right? What is this kind of reasoning? I don't know.
Nazi Germany. And then I said, let's not do things in the Pacific that even the Nazis didn't do.
No one's even doing that? No one's stacking randoms and screaming Hail Hitler?
If you can't see it, I'm sure your viewers do.
I think probably we should just all stop using the Nazis and Hitler in every debate about everything that happens.
Fair enough.
Yeah, duh. It's so overused. It's like totally DR'd, man. That's why media is just a screaming match. I think it's just so fucking ridiculous.